Hey everybody, it's John here from VidGamiac.com, and I have a special video planned for today. This is a tour of my Xbox One Minecraft city, and each of these entries has an achievement based after it, so I will leave an annotation for each of these monuments. Starting off with this sign from It's a Sign. It has Hi Duyen on it. Duyen is one of my friends in real life, so shout out to her. I have that sign made just for her. Moving on to the crafting table, that's from the benchmarking guide. The furnace from Hot Topic, as well as renewable energy and acquired hardware. Here is the chest from the chest full of cobblestone video. The cobblestone has been put to good use, making stone pickaxes and stone swords and such, but I also used the chest to put some other goodies in there. Behind all of that is my bed. No achievement after that, just it's where I sleep. And I also have 2 torches to keep the bad guys away, so there's that. Moving on to the left, here is the flower pot from the pot planter achievement. I also have a rose in it because that's my favorite flower in the game. Moving over here, here is our farm, currently growing some wheat, some potatoes, some carrots, and sugarcane. You can check out our time to farm guide for that. We are going to move on to this side of the control station. Here's the cake from the lie guide, and that's going to be that. Here is the music disc and the jukebox from the Music to My Ears video. Here is the dispenser from the Dispense with This guide. And that does it for this side. We are going to move all the way up here to our animal farm. And here's where we keep all our animals in fence posts, obviously. Here's the wolf pack from the Leader of the Pack guide. All 5 of my wolves still alive and still chilling out behind that fence. Here is the ocelot, now cat, from the Lion Tamer guide, just chilling out there. Here are the cows from the repopulation guide, and this is where we also farmed leather for making books. There's a jack-o'-lantern for decoration. Here's an iron golem from the bodyguard guide, and here is our setup for the When Pigs Fly guide. There is a new pig there. Here's the saddle we used for that very achievement, and here is the pig dropping mechanism with a ladder so we can easily get in and out. And I also put torches down here just so the bad guys don't show up and chill out in here. So we're gonna take the ladder up, and here's a trap door just so stuff doesn't fall in here accidentally. And see if we can shut this thing. Those things are always a little tricky to get around. But anyways, we are going to move over here. Here is what I call the Hall of First. So I have each of these a first thing from each achievement. Here is the first piece of bread I baked for the baked bread achievement, the first fish I caught for a delicious fish, the sword from the overkill achievement with the smite 4 and knockback 2. Here is the charcoal from the renewable energy guide, and here is the first diamond I've ever mined from the diamonds and the diamonds to you guide. Moving on over here, here is the wool wall in achievement hunter colors, so shout out to them. Remade that based off of their video. Pretty cool design, I think. And each color of wool is there. So we're gonna jump past our jack-o'-lantern up to this hill. Here is the start of the railway for the Honor Rail achievement with the same minecart used in that guide, as well as the starting mechanism here. And you can go down this guy. This guy does go down 512 or so meters. And it's pretty amazing to think that the 360 version used to be as big as this rail, maybe a little bit bigger, but you can definitely see the scope of the Xbox One version when you finish that rail and take it all the way. So we're going to move all the way over here, and here is the Nether portal. It's got some wacky Nether achievements in there. I'd show you the Nether, but it's pretty messed up from all those gas blasts, so you can pretty much imagine just a bunch of craters. Here's our brewing table from that achievement, and our first potion ever brewed there. It's an awkward potion brewed with some redstone. Here's a melon for decoration. Here's our reading room from the Enchanter achievement. I remade it a bit because the first time I made it, it was a little messy. Put some more bookshelves in there to make it nice. Here is all the emeralds. I crafted them into blocks and made a tower from our Haggler achievement guide. Here is the cheating chest, as I call it. This is where we duplicate items. As always, you can check out the item cloning exploits video for that. Here actually is a failed attempt of the sniper duel achievement. I call this the Ruins. That's where I trapped my first skeleton, and I tried to build a tower 50 meters away this way, and I tried to shoot it from there, and it clearly didn't work because the skeleton kept despawning. So I built this guy, the shooting range, a much better improved way to get that achievement. So I have the trapping mechanism there, as well as the 50-meter long range that animals tend to fall in. So I have it lit up here so bad guys don't show up. And I shoot the skeleton from here, and that is 51 meters away. So enough for the achievement. Also have a staircase to get out in case I ever fall in there, and I do fall in there quite a bit. Here is the trap I have set up for the zombie doctor achievement, and I'm going to uncover that hole to find the zombie villager. The zombie villager actually despawned because I exited the game before he could be cured, but in there is a splash potion of weakness. I put a golden apple in the frame, but I can't find a second apple to save my life. Here is the pools from the Staying Frosty achievement. I have the lava pool there, and I have a water pool just to get water for potions and such. And we are going to move over here. This is my sugarcane farm. You need a bunch of sugarcane for fermented spider eyes, and especially paper, because you need to make so many books for the enchanting table. But we're gonna move on over here. I call this guy Monster Island. This is where I go farm monsters, and it's just surrounded by craters created by creepers. So this island is pretty messed up. This used to be just a giant flat land of sand where I can kite creepers around to get music disc, but now it's just like the moon, just covered in craters. And all of these are intense battles with creepers trying just to get away from them. But that's Monster Island for you. I'm gonna hop back over to the mainland right now. That does it for the Monster Island. Behind us is a forest where I got all my wood. Used to be pretty woodsy over here, but you know, deforestation happens when you build a city, so that's a thing. I'm gonna jump this guy right here, and moving on over here. Here is the dragon egg from the end. Brought it all the way back over here from the stronghold. That was quite a walk, but you can check out our end guides for that. And finally, we got the Tower of Pimps. Can't have Minecraft without the Tower of Pimps. Once again, shout out to Achievement Hunter for making Minecraft so more popular. And finally, shout out to my friend Chris. He is the guy who helped me out with so many guides, like Diamonds to You and Sniper Duel. We have the Chris's Corner dedicated to him. It used to be just these 3 pieces of wheat and that torch, but eventually he expanded to make it a nice little wheat farm. This is pretty much the behind the scenes area. What you see here is also a chest. We call this the junk drawer, where we put all the useless extra stuff that we don't need anymore, especially food, because you don't need food on Peaceful, and extra wheat and stuff. And we pretty much grab it when we needed it. Here is the furnace so we can smelt faster. So I have 5 here, as well as a torch. Here is the original bed and crafting table I built for him, but then he didn't like that because monsters kept spawning in here. So he built his own room, which this used to be a mine before he covered the back wall. In here is just a cauldron and some extra materials and such, but that's Chris's Corner. So shout out to Chris. Once again, huge thanks to him for helping me with all these guides. And it wouldn't be possible for me to get all the achievements without him. So there's one big look at my city, and that's all there is to it.